Warning, the following stunts are done by trained professionals. Actually, we're not trained. Robbie is just a dumbass and decided to do a drunken fantasy football podcast. The thoughts, opinions, and takes are ours and ours only. It is not our fault if you lose in fantasy football or sports gambling. Viewer discretion is advised.
What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the one and only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. I'm your host, Rumboyz Robbie. That's my co-host, Drop the Mic FF. It's the first Friday night of the new year. Happy 2026. We all made it. Shout out to you guys that made it through a long, grueling season, a long, grueling 2025. And we're all back here together and ready to do it all over again. Like, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Crazy football season, crazy year in general.
This has been the craziest football season that I have ever gotten to commentate, analyze, make content for, etc., etc. It has definitely been a doozy. One of the more less predictable. I'll say. I would like to say like we could just blame it all on gambling, but like that's just the case. Like it's yeah. We're gonna get into it throughout tonight. Mike, how have you been, bro? It feels like I haven't seen you forever.
I know I was out of town and then sick and then Christmas parties and then you had stuff going on and I had more stuff going on. I'm doing good.
Yeah, we were both busy.
I was in Ohio for a week at one point.
Yeah. Shout out. Let's go ahead. Let's get into it. Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the rum boys and girls. What it do? Dilly. I got that drink in my cup.
I got a little bit of here in my sweet tea. There may or may not be some bourbon in that bitch.
Get it. I love it. Let's go ahead. Dive into the first topic. First topic is actually about a game that's taking place right now where the Rangers are up 2-0 over the Florida Panthers. I want to get your thoughts because like the internet has been buzzing pretty much all week since it was announced. But I mean, leading up to it, like especially like getting closer to the Winter Classic taking place this year tonight in Miami, Florida. Okay, first off, the ad for it was like misleading as hell. I was like, are we putting an ice rink on a yacht? Like, how are we going to get people to watch this thing? Like, what are we doing? So that alone was already off-putting. The Winter Classic has been announced to be played in Miami, which is going on right now. The announcement had Puck fans and internet minds alike in a freaking fury. Everyone was pissed off. Fans were pissed that the game is not being played in a cold weather northern state. Is this a thing where the NHL is just kind of doing what the other leagues are doing and looking at expansion and trying to like grow their game, or like is this just like a nod to the Florida Panthers and what they've been doing down in Florida and what those Florida teams have been doing just for hockey culture down there? I mean, what's kind of going on with this? This was weird to me.
The hardcore fans are going to watch hockey. They're trying to get the casuals. They're trying to expand. The other thing they're trying to do is they're trying to, I can't even think of the word right now. They're trying to capitalize, being in the league and making money. They're trying to capitalize on the Florida Panthers being back-to-back champs and trying and that kind of thing. Could they have done a cold weather city and then made this game the stadium, the outdoor series, like in another month? Yes, they could have. They did that back in the day in LA at Dodger Stadium with the Sharks and the Kings. They didn't have it as a World Classic, but they had it a couple weeks later as the Stadium Series. They've done it before. The other thing is, and I know you can't, there's certain things that you can't plan for, and obviously that's the case. But this has been an effed up winter when it comes to weather everywhere. I mean, here out in California, we had 10 inches of rain in Christmas week, and that doubled what we had all year so far. All I'm saying is you could have put it up in the winter area and then got snowed out. It's okay. I understand if they had kept the roof closed in Miami, I could see them being like, oh, they opened the roof. Yes, they had it closed until right before game time. I'm watching the game right now, and they're showing it open. It took 10 minutes to open the roof. I have no problem with this. I'm going to watch sports no matter what. I get the complaints. However, would you rather be sitting if you're a spectator, would you rather be watching the game in 60-degree, 50-degree weather, or sitting out in 5-degree weather where Leafs is at?
Exactly. No, absolutely. Leafs is he's just caring about World Juniors. That's all.
I understand. I understand Leafs. Leafs being a diehard, I get Leafs.
Yeah. Who thinks Adam Fox got snubbed for Team USA? Team USA is still not gonna win it regardless. Doesn't matter who the fuck we put out.
I do have a question for Leafs. Sam Bennett, he got snubbed too, right, Leafs?
But no, my opinion on this is I liken it very akin to the whole like NFL getting, Bad Bunny thing. I akin it to the international games that, NFL does. Expansion is inevitable, especially in a pretty much widespread globally capitalistic society that we are in. These guys are just thinking about how to go and get more money. And the way that you go and you get more money is you attract new fans to the sport. So the way that you do it is, you got to go down. You got to go down to Miami. You got to go and, you got to try and capitalize off of the success that the sport is having down there in Florida. So I absolutely completely agree. I mean, it's not just, the Florida Panthers that are down there having success. I mean, Tampa Bay has had some success, in a recent history. So, I mean, just overall, there is a buzz that is building and that it can be a hub to kind of attract more people to the sport and hopefully attract more markets to the sport.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't make that the matchup.
Yeah, they should. I feel like that they probably should have. But I also understand like the Rangers kind of like a cult classic like team. Like the Rangers could suck, and like if you see someone with like a New York Rangers jersey, it's just kind of like iconic.
They could have done the Rangers, the Red Wings, and Pittsburgh, and it wouldn't have mattered.
Exactly. Those like original teams. But no, I think that is good for hockey. It's good for the expansion. They need to find ways to keep, expanding the sport and to keep, getting more fans. So I actually like this. I like this a lot. Hey, Rubus Haggard, it looks like you lost a bunch of weight. My gosh. Leafs versus Wings at Michigan was a hood classic. People don't want to see new. And that's what I've kind of gathered from like the comments, like just kind of scrolling through looking at this topic is like everyone's just more so just like that's crazy. That's wild. No, it should be Flames versus Flyers in Wyoming. Yo, that'd be wild. That'd be insane. No one's going to see that except for people that live in fucking Wyoming. But no, for real though, it's dope to see the NHL kind of expand. I do love that. I do want to get into what we are actually known for talking about, and that is football. But I want to start off with college football. It is college football playoffs.
Well, we have to start off with college football before the no, I don't know college football shows up.
Yes, this is true. We can kind of go through and we can look at the last four standing teams, individually, starting with, Ole Miss. Ole Miss moving on to the semis. Throughout this whole thing, Lane Kiffin is also still simultaneously getting paid. So I just kind of want to throw that out there to reference this part when breaking down Ole Miss. So he's still getting paid post departure. I believe he got like 500.
He's
like
getting
it's
$250K per win.
250K per win. So yeah,
if they win the Natty, he gets $1 million.
Yeah, he gets $1 million if they win the Natty. I bring this up and I kind of throw this out there because I'm hearing a lot of like who's really to credit for this team's success? Because I guess that there's still kind of this idea of like, hey, that's all still, Lane, and like they're just kind of continuing on like what Lane did. But I mean, at the same time, it's like, well, you had the athletes, and the athletes got to go out there and actually do it on the field. Your thoughts on Ole Miss? We knew that they could make it this far, with or without Lane.
I got a four-letter word.
We were saying with.
I got a 4-letter word that starts with an F that I want to put in front of Lane Kiffin. Let's just say that. I understand that's what I think the school's doing in the sense of this. He said, I want to stay and coach. They said no. They're proving that they're doing it without him. I know he got him there, but they're saying, you got us here, but the coaches that we have in-house and the players that we have in-house, we don't need you on the sidelines to get there. You left us. Go leave us for the program that you want to go to LSU, and we're going to do what we can and rep the SEC because they also knocked off Georgia. Let's not forget that they knocked off. They didn't just win a game like, say, Notre Dame. I know Notre Dame's not in it, but it's not like they beat Notre Dame or they beat They went out there and knocked off. Yes, they played Tulane first, but then they go off and knock off Georgia. Now, yes, they're playing Miami. We'll get to them in a second. But I am going to bring up something that I know you are going to bring up. So I'm going to bring it up briefly, and then I'm going to let you run with it. Yes, there is different levels of football.
Absolutely.
But playoff football is playoff football to a certain degree. Winners are winners to a big degree. Correct, Robbie?
This is true.
I don't care if he's won 2 championships in Division II for Ferris State. Chambliss is a goddamn winner. Take it away.
Absolutely. 0-star recruit out of high school, 4 seasons at Ferris State at the D2 level, leading them to a national championship back in 2024. He then transfers to Ole Miss in 2025, leads them to a college football playoff where he is staring down 1 game away from a national championship. On the way through doing so, in the Sugar Bowl, upsets Georgia. The ability to go through the meat grinder of what is football, just in general. I don't want to say like preface it with just the NFL or just college football. Think of how many stories you guys have heard of players that have to go through the JUCO cycle, of players that are UDFAs and later on end up with a fucking gold jacket later down the line.
I mean, I know he's not a gold jacket, but look at Ramondre Stevenson had to start at Cerritos College.
Exactly. It doesn't, I hate to use a cliche, it doesn't matter about how you start, but it matters about how you finish, but it is very true. I say all this to preference any young athlete out there. I don't want to hear the whole I don't want to go to Division II bullshit, or I don't want to play D2 ball. Go put on film, go make a name for yourself. You think that these guys that are out here making millions in the NFL are like, oh, it's week 18, fuck it, it's done. No, they're going out there and they're trying to put on the best film possible to land a job elsewhere because they know damn well that the future ain't secure wherever they may be at.
Well, there's J1. I mean, there's JUCO and all that. But let's be real. Let's take a quarterback that is a top quarterback in the NFL who had one D1 offer to fucking Wyoming.
Josh Allen.
Out of Fireball, California. And he goes to Wyoming on a 2 or 3 star and ends up being what he is now. Like you said, you can go from there. You can get there from wherever you need to get there.
I'm tired of hearing the whole from a lot of the younger athletes, like the younger generation. Yeah. Oh, if I ain't going to play D1, I ain't going to play at all.
It's the generation.
Yep. Oh, if I ain't going to play D1, I ain't going to play at all. You better get your ass out there, put on that helmet, put on them pads, and you better try and go get your money and try and work your way up that NIL ladder.
Yeah.
Because it ain't gonna. it's not going to be handed to you. And if that's your attitude, then you're definitely not going to get there. So I just want to take this moment to really just shout out Trinidad Chamberlain, because the example that he has set for what I think that is probably going to be the architect of how to handle your business in this NIL era is something that we're going to start seeing a lot more of. And also I just want to say, I mean, it might have been Lane who brought him there.
Yep.
But shout out to Ole Miss for fucking taking a chance on him. Shout out to Ole Miss for rocking with the kid throughout this whole way through. And I'm excited to see what else he does the rest of his career, because the kid is electric. The kid is fucking electric. I'm not going to get into picks necessarily yet, but let's talk about Miami. Carson Carson Beck is actually, for all the hate that I've given him, is actually balling out. Like, despite looking in real life like one of the most iconic South Park characters in history when he takes his helmet off, he's actually balling. Mike, take it away. Thoughts on Carson Beck? Thoughts on Cristobal? Thoughts on Bella Danger's a great recruiter and creating a culture there. Wild.
I got another rocket thing going on behind me, so stall me for like 30 seconds.
I got you. Yo, the fact that the cameraman during that game purposely went to seek her out in the stands is wild. And then Michael Irvin, Cocaine Mike, like Bella Danger and Cocaine Mike are probably the mascots that I'm not sure if you're really wanting, you're really needing. I mean, and then also, I mean, shout out to Jason Taylor. I mean, the work that he's putting in there in the trenches, being hands-on with that program as well. Miami is rocking right now. For all of the controversy that Miami had heading into the college football playoff, like finalizing of what the bracket would have been, you kind of sit back, and if you're Notre Dame, it's like, damn, like we should have pulled off that win against them. We should have gotten that. Damn, maybe it's time, to kind of realign and, join a conference, to not worry about that, to where, because Miami is steamrolling right now, and Miami is looking every bit like the team that the committee picked for this reason, to possibly be able to go on a run. And it's looking like that the committee got this right, seeing Miami go on a run for these last couple of games. It's looking like Miami could possibly win it all if it may not be for Ole Miss standing in their way.
All right. I get the Carson Beck. And I'm not saying you're glazing him, because I know you're not.
Definitely not.
No, I know. I know people that are. That's the problem. I get the respect that you're giving Carson Beck. Am I saying he's a Rex Grossman type? Absolutely not. But to me, this is more about the defense and Bain and that defensive line. Ruben Bain and that defensive line kicking freaking ass. And yes, he is the thrower of the ball and has to get the ball to Malachi Toney. But Malachi Toney was balling out hardcore too. But I want to give credit to someone, because of the defense, that doesn't play on the team. I want to give credit to an NFL Hall of Famer.
Cocaine Mike.
Nope.
Oh, Jason Taylor.
Defensive line coach Jason goddamn Taylor. The pad work, just the videos I've been seeing of him with Bain, and I can't think of the other guy's name on the team right now, Bain's counterpart. But holy crap, this guy they better give him a bonus for help when they get to the NFL. They better slide an envelope and say, thanks, coach, because Jason Taylor, I think, is going to turn into one of those guys. No, he's never going to be a head coach in college, and I don't think he wants to be. But he's going to be one of those guys that's going to stay with Miami because he used to play there. He knows Cristobal. As long as Cristobal's there,
his whole family went there.
His whole family did. The only one that didn't go there was Mason.
Yeah, Mason's the only one that didn't go.
And Mason said he went there. Mason said he went to LSU because his dad went to Miami.
Miami, yep. I mean, hey, it's working out. I mean, Isaiah's balling out there.
Yeah, and I do agree with you. But I do agree with you. The one thing I will add, they got it right. Get in a goddamn conference.
Yeah.
I got one other thing to say about Notre Dame, but that will be in about 5 minutes.
Mesnor.
Yeah, that's who it was. That guy's a beast too.
Absolute stud. Only things that I want to kind of leave off with Miami is that I want to see it all burn. I am so tired of seeing freaking Michael Irvin on the sideline crush on all fours like a foaming dog. I am tired of the BTA freaking celebration on the sidelines with the Gatorade freaking jug. I am tired of all of it at this point. I am tired of it. I don't want the U from 2000s. Y'all remember what happened to that team? Half of them all were convicts. They all became convicts. Clinton Portis is out here freaking creating healthcare fraud, for Christ's sakes. Like, come on. It was towards the NFLPA, but it was still a form of healthcare fraud.
Yeah, no, it was.
Like, Miami, I want it to all crash and burn for you. And I'm hoping that it comes in the form of Trinidad Chamberlain. Let me get this straight as well. Lane Kiffin, I simultaneously don't want you to continue to keep getting paid because it is bittersweet for you that you're still getting paid during this whole BS. You chose to leave. I understand it's because, transfer portal, you have to get to your new place, to start beginning the recruitment process. That is a different conversation that the conference committee heads need to get on the same page and figure out. I am going to be rooting for Ole Miss, but it's only because I'm tired of the Miami propaganda. But I want Ole Miss fans out there to understand that nothing would also make me happier than to not see Lane Kiffin get another fucking dollar. But I also want you guys to win. I also want you guys to win for the sake of, hey, your coach abandoned you, your coach left you. You don't deserve to lose, and I want you to kind of rub it in. It just sucks that he's getting paid during the process. So that's my bit there.
And I understand that. I just think it's going to end up being anybody, in my opinion, it's going to end up being that people that don't have a fight, that don't have someone in the dogfight, are going to end up rooting for Ole Miss, I think, for the obvious reasons.
Exactly. I think that if when it comes down to it, I haven't looked at what the lines are like yet, but I would probably bet that public is going to be heavy on them. You want to get into the next topic? Let me take this.
The next game I will get into. Let's get into yesterday's the Rose Bowl. We had Indiana. I do know Ty Simpson got hurt. I understand that. But they are already losing big time when it happened. Indiana whooping on Alabama. Alabama Crimson Tide going down. Fernando Mendoza, Surratt, Omar Cooper Jr., and Kurt Signetti, second-year coach, dominating and proving that they are the best team so far in the country. Yes, they beat Ohio State, but there were still some people saying they need to do something. Going out and being an SEC power, proving that the Big Ten is still the Big Ten. Here's my thing. Yes, that's one of my major points. Two of my major points are this. One about Indiana, and one is about Bama. Indiana, only team in the first 2 years of the playoff to win with the bye. Could it balance out itself? But 3 of the 4 this year lost with the bye. I was at the Rose Bowl last year when Ohio State whooped on Oregon. You go to the Rose Bowl this year, Indiana finally holds up their end of the bargain, beats Alabama. So I love that part. The running back Black was on fire. Here's the thing. The question that I have about Bama, Robbie brought it up about Notre Dame and Miami. There was also a discussion about Bama being in a 3-loss team should they have gotten in over Notre Dame. Vandy was the only 2-loss team in the SEC not to make it to the playoff. We saw what happened to them in their bowl game against Iowa. They lost. I have more of a question. I'll let Robbie answer this too. I have more of a question now. Obviously, hindsight's 20/20, but the question is, does Notre Dame deserve the spot over Bama after Bama's performance? With Ty Simpson out, I get, but they still were not even close to winning the game, even with Ty Simpson in. It didn't matter with Ty Simpson out or not. When he lost that fumble, the game is pretty much over. Yeah, Bama's still got Jeremy Bernard. They're going to the. I mean, he's good. Jam Miller's good. With Ty Simpson out, the question is, will Indiana? And we still got to talk about the other game. But
All
my
right.
question to you, Robbie, I'm talking about the.
Bring the volume up.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm talking about the Indiana game.
All right. So
my question to you, you can say what you want to say, and I've already said a bunch. My biggest question about Notre Dame isn't does Notre Dame belong over Miami? After seeing what Bama did and having the 3 losses instead of the 2, did Notre Dame deserve a spot over Bama?
So, and I love that you brought this up because I had a bit as how it's been like working, Alabama no longer being the standard. So I'm just going to preference it with this. No, Alabama is no longer the fucking standard. They haven't been the standard for a hot minute, and it's been going downhill. Yep. You can blame that directly on the DeBoer all you want, or you can blame it on NIL. I think it's probably less DeBoer, more so NIL.
I think it's Saban leaving. Period.
Yep. And yes, well, absolutely. Because if Saban was still there, NIL or not, kids are still coming. Kids are coming. Yeah. So there is that aspect there too. But at the end of the day, you knew that as soon as those floodgates of paying players for their name, image, and likeness was fucking open, Alabama knew that their days were numbered. I don't think that it was necessarily some of the other, schools that were maybe as namely concerned. It was mostly Alabama, I feel, that was probably the most prominent voice pre-NIL of, hey, please don't let this happen because that fucks us over. Whole time, Alabama's been paying everyone underneath the table this whole time. They may do it in different ways. They may have gone about it different ways, but come on. It was happening.
USC.
Exactly. USC, notorious for it. How many times have we seen documentaries of Hall of Fame running back Eric Dixon be like, yeah, I drove a Corvette on SMU campus, and yes, they did give it to me. Like, come on. It's just now that everyone's able to do it, and now that it's all in the public, it's leveled the playing field. Alabama's no longer the standard. Do I think that maybe Notre Dame should have gotten in over Bama? Maybe. Maybe. It is very hard because of what Bama has built when it comes down to, doing a college football selection. It does become very hard to, do I take this team that does not, that is not aligned with a conference and put them in? Notre Dame has to make sure that if that is the route that they are going to choose and the sword that they want to die on and the hill they want to die on, then if you're going to want to do that, then you need to be making sure that you're above board. You're making sure that you're winning football games. You can't afford losses.
Well, you know what they also did that they can't afford, and I think it's going to be a major hit if they don't join the conference? They got bitter and then decided to end the agreement with SC. That's going to backfire because SC is going to end up still being a decent team and would be, if you did beat them, a win on your, not just a win in your total, but a win on your resume.
Yeah, like I said, it's
tenfold.
Yeah, they screwed themselves over. Bama's no longer the standard. We knew that Bama was going to get bounced, I feel, at some point. At some point, we knew that it was going to happen, and I'm happy that the inevitable eventually took place. Fernando Mendoza, the way that he looked in that game, the way that defense looked, the way that defense, like, hey, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm not going to get into Indiana right now.
Why not? That's the game we're talking about.
Fine, I'll go down that. I'll go completely down that.
Well, because I also have a question after you go down your rabbit hole.
While Mendoza is likely to be the number one draft pick, likely to be future Raider, etc., that is not the story of that fucking team. That defense is insane. That defense is incredible. The way that they create tackles in space and get after you, the way that they slowed down Ohio State and made Ohio State not look like Ohio State, just fucking amazing. And then Cignetti, like
2 years, only 2 years,
only 2 years, and he's done that. He's taken this team to unthinkable levels. If you would have told me last year, hey, you need to fear the Indiana Hoosiers, before last season, I'd be like, you're drunk. You would have told me this season.
I'll go one step further. His pipeline of coaches just took JMU to the college football playoffs. His players that didn't leave are the team that just JMU just took.
It's a testament to how good of a damn coach he is. And I'm excited to see them finish it because I think that they do.
Okay, so I have a question for you. We've seen it and this is going a little too early because normally me and you would bring this up in March.
Leafs, I love that I can't name a single player on their defense because that defense all plays well together. Keep going.
But I'm going to ask you, I don't want a full deep dive, but just in general. Mendoza's a stud in college. There's something telling me that if he pulls a card of the Raider, if the name on the card is the Raiders or the Jets, there's something telling me that he has to be in the right situation. Otherwise, yes, I'm thinking a little fantasy purposes, but he ain't going to be what we think he's going to be.
Oh, I don't think I think that there's something that's not there for me. And maybe it's kind of like just the way of seeing him handle himself in emotional situations.
Well, let me ask you this right now. Cam Ward or Fernando Mendoza?
Cam Ward has made some fucking throws this season and plays tough as nails.
But I've been hearing that comparison, like he got to a wrong situation, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but Cam Ward has actually shown even in the wrong situation he can ball. Like he can ball. He just needs the things around him. With Mendoza, I don't know.
There's something that
he reminds me so much of Tim Tebow. He reminds me so much, and maybe it's the whole like good kid image, vibe. it's that like I get
So
from him.
we have one more game to talk about, right? We have the
Or
Oregon
one more
game.
team. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you a question, and then I want you to lead into the Oregon game with this question. As you sit right now, Dante Moore or Fernando Mendoza, without any more diving into it.
That's so unfair because the way I'd probably prefer to build my team, I would probably take.
Because I know my answer right now.
I would probably take more athletic wise and build wise. Mendoza has a way of getting the guys around him to follow him. So I think that's kind of where I split the.
I got you.
Mendoza's a leader. Like I do see that in him, and I do see that he has the ability to command the respect of the teammates around him. Not to say that Moore hasn't, but I don't think that we've gotten to see Dante Moore's personality enough.
No, I agree.
So it's hard for me to outside of just looking at what I see of Dante Moore on field. It's hard for me to be like,
well, because
I like Mendoza as a leader.
Well, the thing with Mendoza, here's the thing, and I think you'll agree, and then we can get into the game or get into the Oregon team. Signetti is the stoic guy, the leader, as a coach. Mm-hmm. And then he let Mendoza not leeches, but gets that from him and then leads the team that way. Where with Oregon, the leader of that team is Dan Lanning, and there's nothing anyone can say.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Like Dan Lanning's the leader of that team. Dan Lanning's the face of Oregon, these last couple of years. It is absolutely I agree with that. Getting into Oregon, this team plays fast tempo. It's plugged in over there. This team plays fast tempo, very, very fast tempo football. They know how to stretch the field. Leafs did bring up the pick situation with Moore. IS guy who threw a pick is better than a guy who got 3 TDs. They cannot make mistakes against Indiana. While these are two very good teams and two very well coached teams and two coaches that in the world of college football I have a fuck ton of respect for, I don't see how you survive Indiana. Where it's like Miami, Ole Miss, where I'm like, whatever happens. With this one, I'm very much like, I don't know how you outlast Indiana for 4 quarters with that defense getting after you and attack you for 4 quarters. Truing upfield, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. The Hoosiers are playing like it's every bit of this year, and they're playing like they're not stopping until they're the ones holding the trophy.
No, I agree with you. The only thing I'm giving Oregon a chance with is because it is a rematch. That is the one thing that is holding me back from saying Indiana smash accept. With it being the rematch, I'm going to go back to the leader. Dan Lanning with the rematch. He's been looking forward to this. This time, at least it's on a neutral site. I know it was in Oregon last time. You're not going to have that thing of them coming into your house. Yes, Dante Moore is going to have to step up and maybe not perfect, but he's got to, do whatever. The defense that I've seen with Oregon the last couple of games is not the same defense I think we saw the first half of the year.
Fair.
And I think that could show up. I ain't making a pick right now, but if I'm making a pick right now, I'm still taking Indiana. But I'm giving them more than just a puncher's chance.
Oregon has a puncher's chance.
I'm giving them more than a puncher's chance. But the thing is, like, DJU's little brother showed up like crazy. You know, he's the one that had that fumble recovery. I mean, let's be real. Texas Tech's best player is a linebacker.
Yes.
However, as a team, that offense is high-powered. What high-powered team did you see the other day? I didn't see shit.
Out of what? Indiana?
No, I'm saying Texas Tech.
I mean, Texas Tech, they I'm
saying Oregon shut them down.
Yeah, Texas Tech played lackadaisical. It seemed like that they didn't want it. I agree with you. I agree with you that yeah, Oregon definitely, showed up and shut them down. I don't think that you get that same.
Oh, I don't either. No. Signetti won't let them do that.
Yeah, I don't. It's to me, it's styles make fights, and this is a fight that I'm excited for.
Yeah. 100%.
It's gonna come down to who has the ball last. It's gonna come down to who has the ball last. I understand. Yes, Oregon has an amazing safety, but Signetti also knows how to be able to keep the game plan conservative enough to protect the ball and not create any type of high risk plays that could result in turnovers. So I mean, this one's going to be tough. It's going to be a gritty between the tackles, run the ball type of game. You're going to have to really chew up clock in this one. You're going to have to really chew up clock, put up sustainable drives. It's going to be a fucking war. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. And the Rangers up 3-0. Wow. So much for trying to promote the Florida Panthers NHL. We're going to do the Winter Classic down in Florida. New York came down and was like, yeah, not a great idea. We're going to spoil the party.
Yep.
Let's go ahead. We are going to get into halftime. We will be right back on the other side of the show. We have a lot of NFL talk. So make sure that you guys stay tuned and your weekend best bets. So you won't want to miss it. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz and girls, what to do. Dilly. We will be back in a few.
Yo, tune into the Rumboyz, where the fantasy kings reside. Rumboyz Robbie dropping jams, got the league on our side. From the waiver wire to the trade block, we scheming like pros. Building squads to smash the books, watch the haters hit the road. Profit popping off, we cashing on the underdogs. Bark, Vegas lines getting crushed, leave us in city in the dark. Over on the yards, other on the picks, we calling it precise. Rumboyz Network got the sauce, turning dubs into a vice. Rumboyz, hype train rolling through the grid all night. Setting lineup, static night, winning league, it's feeling right. Beating Vegas every Sunday, stacking chips like it's our throne. Dilly to the dollars, pour it up, we on the zone. Rumboyz, fancy fire. Rumboyz, bets on fire. From the pod to the payout, we the squad that takes it higher. Dilly. Scrolling through the Discord vibes, raw like a rookie can't rush. Rumboyz crew dissecting matchups, no fluff, just a hush. Receivers torching corners, we said it first, now the check's clear. Running it back for the boom, while the books drowning beer. League champs crown themselves with our weekly hot takes. Sleepers waking up, Giants bust getting the breaks. From zero to hero, your roster's reborn in the booth. Rumboyz Fantasy Network, spitting truth, chasing loot. Hey, hit play on the pile, let the energy surge. We the pulse of the playoffs, making grown men converge. Prop on the anytime TD, we nail it, no sweat. Vegas sweating bullets while we feast on the bed. Rumboyz, hype train rolling through the grid all night. Setting lineup, static night, winning leagues, feeling right. Beating Vegas every Sunday, stacking chips like it's our throne. Dilly to the dollars, pour it up, we on the zone. Rumboyz, fancy fire. Rumboyz, bets on fire. From the pod to the payout, we the squad that takes it higher. So raise your glass to the Rumboyz, we're always in the game. Winning props, crushing lines, putting leagues to shame. Subscribe, smash that like join the fam today. Rumboyz forever, not go winning, dilly all the way. Rumboyz.
What is good, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy El Capitan Robbie J of the Rumboyz Fantasy Sports Network here at the NFL Players Association 2019 Rookie Premiere. with Nick Bosa. With my co-host Ty Boogie, all the Rumboyz and girls out there tuning in, we are sitting down with the number one draft pick,
the one and only,
Kyler Murray, Dwayne Haskins, Hollywood, with Drew Lock, no other than Andy Isabella, Miles Boykin. We are sitting with Benny Snell Jr., Easton Stick, Bryce Love, UGA's own the big dog of the Bulldogs, Riley Ridley.
How you doing?
It's Friday. We all got jobs. We got an interview to do. National championship winner, NFL draftees, TJ Hawkinson, Iowa Hawkeyes. What is good, brother?
Hey, it's good to be here.
Hey, welcome. ACCR, right?
Oh, you already know.
Hail to the Redskins.
I gotta ask, you're gonna play the Browns? Like, are you gonna just burn them again? What you think you do? I mean,
I think the media put us against each other. I like them so.
You're friends.
We were in a hot tub time machine, bro.
He's cool. He plays video games just like me. That's what he really do.
For me, be able to break the all-time rushing leader in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the UK O-line, man. Y'all did that.
When you wake up in the morning, you don't want to have to feel like you're doing work.
Exactly.
You want to feel blessed and excited to do what you're doing day in and day out. And I can truly say that.
As always, ladies and gentlemen, cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls. What it do? Dilly. That was live, man.
All righty, and we are back. Just waiting on Mike to jump back up here. All righty. Let's go ahead. Let's get into the second half of the show. Mike, how you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling.
Hell yeah. We turn our attention from college football over to the NFL. There's a couple of games that have, some implications in regards to the playoff picture this upcoming weekend, but there's two that we're really going to be focusing on tonight. Okay. That is the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then we're going to break down Seattle and San Fran. We're going to start off with the NFC South. The Carolina Panthers decide their own fate against Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who once honestly seemed like that they were in control of the NFC South. Well, of course, here comes Carolina like a freaking buzzsaw. And it seems like the Bucs may have to get through they have to get through this buzzsaw this week in week 18 if they want to save their season. Who wins and why, Mike?
Okay, so here's the thing. And one thing we're not mentioning because they're not these two teams, but needs to be mentioned in this, is ever since an old man quarterback that likes to wear chains on airplanes, and since they've been eliminated from the playoffs, the Atlanta Falcons have showed up and showed out, even beating the Rams last week. Why does this matter? Because tiebreakers. Now Tampa Bay has to win and needs Atlanta to lose. But like you brought up, Robbie, Tampa Bay, and I'm going to use a nice little 4-letter word, has shit the bed as of late.
Absolutely.
Like you said, they could have secured this up and whatever.
They should have.
Yeah, they should have. I mean, just put it on the board and go down the thing. Would you rather have Baker Mayfield or would you rather have Bryce Young? You're probably going to say Baker.
You're going to say Baker.
Would you rather have Tet and Leggett or would you rather have Godwin and Evans? You're going to say Godwin and Evans.
Evans, yeah.
Okay. Tommy Tremble or Otten? Nah. Would you rather have Bucky Irving Rashad White and Sean Tucker or Dowdle and Hubbard. Liam Cohen leaving might be a bigger problem for Tampa because now Canales left and then you had Cohen. And now Cohen leaves and you see what's happening with Jacksonville. I think you know where I'm leaning on this one because I'm telling you right now, I'm riding with the Panthers. Keep pounding, baby.
Keep fucking pounding. In all honesty, the way that this Panthers team has been playing, they've been playing out of their minds. JC Horn on the defensive side of the ball, like he just from pick to pass breakup, he's just been a fucking beast. You know, like it's just wow. You know, the rookie that they got, Nick Scrouton, you know, he's been an impact in the trenches, you know, being able to get back there and, you know, create a little bit of chaos in the backfield for quarterbacks. May not be, you know, the biggest, you know, sack machine in the world, but, you know, you can see where, you know, why they brought him in. Bryce on the offensive side is figuring out ways to get it done and it's starting to look like a number one pick, like in many ways. Like you're seeing.
I think I told you from the jump, he was one of those guys that needed a little bit of time.
Yep.
And I think we're seeing that.
Yep, he needed time. Shout out to Carolina for sticking with him and riding through it and overcoming and developing him. Canales and him seem to be on the same page and to be on the right foot, getting things going. Yeah, you already had Hubbard, but then I mean Dowdle coming in out of nowhere really helped, you know, add some extra juice to their season, and then figuring out how those two can work together as a 1-2 punch. You know, down the stretch heading into December, super fucking help this team. It just
they need a tight end. Need a tight end.
Oh my gosh, they need a tight end so bad.
Can I throw one out there for next year, even though we're not talking about next year?
Oh,
there's a team that I think was going to keep this guy until the rookie has showed out and showed up so they can save a little bit of money. I wouldn't mind him as a replacement for Kelsey if he retired, but could you imagine David Njoku on this team?
That'd be sick if Njoku could get it out of his head of fucking leaving Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but yeah.
You know, but I mean, like seriously though, I mean, they Carolina controls their fate. Now, do I think that this is a team that can go deep into the playoffs? No, they're not built like that yet. Some of the inefficiencies that I feel like I've seen, the wide receivers, there's not. Tet's been great. No one has acted like a true one.
But the problem with Tet, the problem that I have with Tet isn't Tet's fault.
No.
Like you're saying, no one's acting like a true one, but the problem is, including the tight end, they have nobody to take coverage away from Tet at all for him to even take advantage of the abilities that he has, especially in the red zone.
But I think that also comes from the inability to. They haven't figured out yet how to make even the players that they have be that threat yet.
No,
you know. Haven't. So I think that that's something that is counterproductive to them, is that defenses aren't fearing any one of those receivers. You know, yeah, like. But Jimmy Horn gadget plays are fun. They're great. They're great. Tyler Higbee to Carolina, that'd be sick. Leggett has Cam Newton edits. I'm dead. Yeah, like Leggett for his size and for his frame, I feel like he's not getting enough jump ball targets. They're not utilizing him in those situations or that way.
Well, you know the one that bugs me the most, because we talked about it the other day. How are they not, like, where's Coker been?
Yeah, Coker that is being used as a pretty much as a bailout in like clutch situations for, like, you know, a fourth quarter, like you know, first down here and there, you know, a quick stretch of field play, and then like he's gone for like the rest of the game. It's very much we're just trying to figure out with what we have, you know, in the passing game. But when it does work, it works. And it's been working enough to get them to this point to possibly be in the playoffs. I think Carolina wins this because they do have enough figured out to where they can beat this team. They have beat this team before. And then, I mean, on the Buccaneers side, Baker, you got all your weapons back now, and it seems like that has become a problem because it seems like now you don't know where to go, and it seems like having to play from behind. I'm not necessarily talking about an actual on-field gameplay, but with the record and what's on the line and what's at stake, it's starting to look like it's affecting up here to where you're playing with a lot of reckless abandonment.
Yeah, he does look frazzled in the pocket.
It looks like every throw for him as of within the last 3 weeks, they're all thrown with this sense of urgency of if I don't complete this, he's throwing every single ball as if it's the last ball.
He's got to get it out right now. He's not even going. He's not going through the progressions like he should, is what you're saying.
No, he's just thinking about, I need to win. I need to come away. I need to come out of this with the win.
He's
7-0 is wild.
He's playing like the last year.
Yep.
Of Cleveland,
where he's frantic. He's trying to hurry up, and I don't know if that's because of the situation that they are in, or I don't know if it's because of the inconsistency due to the injuries that have taken place. Where it's like, fuck, now I have all of you back, but I've developed chemistry with all these guys here, and I think that there's that where the conversation within that locker room should probably be, doesn't matter who you get the fucking ball to. If you have a connection with whoever, get it to him. Just get us a win.
Yep.
So Tampa's playing as a whole like that. Like they're almost there. I don't want to say that they're okay with letting it slip, but that there's a certain sign of acceptance there. Yeah, their defense is freaking terrible.
But the problem is you can't let it slip away because you don't get a wild card.
No, you can't. But that defense is playing like we said, their defense is giving up ass and titties, like people using glove to take off people's clothes, bro.
I mean, they made Miami look like Miami was like a Super Bowl.
Like exactly, bro. I mean, and I get it. Like that defense is long in the tooth. Like Dean's been there forever. Vita Vea, Antoine Winfield's been there for like a hot minute now. Tyke Smith has been banged up, and they kind of throw him out there, and it's all just, yeah. So keep pounding Carolina. We're gonna get into
SF.
Yep. San Francisco, Seattle, Brock Purdy. Oh, I mean,
okay. Let's
Brock Purdy.
Don't go any further. I have something to say.
What?
After the last two performances against Indianapolis, and I can't remember whoever they played last week. I can't remember off the top of my head. You were right about Brock to a certain point. I still need to see it when all the chips are on the plate. But I'm giving you credit where credit is due.
Bros figuring out a way to get it done. Glock Purdy's been sending shots on the field since returning, and now he takes aim to send one final regular season shot against a divisional foe in the Seattle Seahawks. Does Purdy make Darnold fold, or can Seattle survive the Shanahan pressure?
Here's a question I have. This has nothing to do with best bets. This is just game theory. Games in San Francisco. I don't understand how Seattle is a 2.5 point favorite.
Vegas.
And
trying
it
to set
was
the
one.
trap.
It was 1.5, and now it's gone up in the past 24 hours to 2.5. What you know who I'm talking about? What does the desert know?
Yeah. What does Vegas know that we don't know? That's definitely an interesting an
Because
interesting
it's
look.
gone. I thought it would go the other way in the last day.
Yeah, but you also you know how like there you gotta think of it like the books. If I'm setting the line, like if it were me setting the line, if I set it at 49ers, you know, favored, everybody's gonna run. The casual is just gonna see that and they're gonna run to it. But if I set at Seattle, then Seattle loses, San Fran pulls it off. Boom. Now, so that's probably where Vegas is thinking about it in that's facet.
So okay, I'm just gonna lead with who I'm taking. I'm going Niners. If the game was up in Seattle, I don't know what my decision would be, but Seattle does has a good defense. No denying that they have a good defense. Their head coach is a defensive guy. They have it. Niners are a little shaky on defense, but they've been stepping up as of late. Robert Saleh, do yourself a favor. I know you're going for an interview next week. Don't take the job in Tennessee. Stay as a D coordinator in San Francisco. You belong as a DC. You are great as a DC. Stay in Frisco. But here's the thing. I think CMC is going to have a good game. I still think that like JSN is going to have a good game. It's going to be what can Darnold hold up, not overall in the game, but what can Darnold do at the end to make that one play? And the thing is, I don't think it's going to be Darnold. I think it's going to, yes, Darnold might make a mistake. But what I'm saying is, I think it's going to be the Niners offense doing something that's going to seal the deal more than Sam Darnold doing something to screw it up.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And I'm interested to see if Kittle plays.
I mean, you got it. You got to put.
Robbie's talking to you.
Hey. Oh my gosh. I mean, and you got it. You got him also. Like. I mean, I think they yeah, like they'll put Kittle out there. I mean, you got to, right.
Yeah, I think you have to seal the deal for the 1 seed.
Exactly. Hold on, bro. I'm trying to fucking submit my damn time for, and this shit is being stupid. Oh, yeah. It's really fucking being dumb. What in the hell?
So if Sam Darnold, to add to this, I think it's going to happen no matter what. He could have a bad game and this is still going to happen. If Sam
What worries
Darnold,
me is Sam Darnold doing the same thing that he did last year.
no, but if Sam Darnold gets 150 yards, he gets a $500,000 incentive. He only needs 150. He's going to get that. He could have an okay game and get 150 yards.
He'll get that. Like Sam Darnold will get that.
Yeah.
Hold up. Do I have to fucking delete? Hold on.
No, I just came across an article that has all the major incentives.
Oh my fucking A. Dude, what the?
Every
Sorry.
week of the season, -1, the Niners have allowed 150 yards. And the only time they didn't was to your boy,
Who?
Shador.
Oh. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna have to remember to message my damn manager tomorrow and just be like, bro, I don't know why the fuck it's like being stupid. It's like it's not letting me fucking enter in. Oh well. I'll deal with it tomorrow morning. Shit's being fucking stupid, bro. Just give me one moment, dog. I'm logging out.
Let me see if there's anything else I got.
BKB, what's up, guys? Seahawks are winning the Super Bowl. Put in your tickets now. Seahawks probably are not going to win the Super Bowl. BKB, I love you, but even you know that that's probably not going to happen.
Even though they lost last week, and even though they're struggled the last 2 or the last 3 weeks or whatever, just the way they are and who they have as a coach and who they have at quarterback, I would probably still take the Rams over the Seahawks.
My issue,
but I need to see the bracket first.
The Super Bowl logo is Rainbow Hawks colors, not on it, sadly. Look, my thing is with the Seahawks being able to outlast in this game is you're going up against a Kyle Shanahan offense that is not going to let up on you for 4 quarters. Seattle has a great defense. Don't get me wrong. No slight towards those guys over there.
Nope.
At the end of the day, you don't have the same weapons offensively to be able to keep up for 4 quarters with the amount of scoring and the ability to just score on any drive that they want to, on any damn near play that they want to. The Niners can hit you from multiple different ways. No one necessarily in the National Football League has discovered how to shut down CMC yet.
I think Father Time's going to shut him down before that happens.
That is the only thing. That is the only thing. Only thing that's inevitable. But other than that, everyone on this team is ready to go. The receivers all pop out and all make plays whenever asked and whenever presented. And again, Kittle's fucking beast. How are you going to stop George Kittle? How are you going to stop CMC? Even if you shut down one of those two, now you just open it up for one. Now you just open up for one of the receivers to just start going deep on your ass. Pause. So it is very difficult when you are staring down Kyle Shanahan on the other side of the fucking football field. The coaching matchup doesn't work out well in their favor. I don't think that Seattle can go tit for tat for 4 quarters straight. Exactly. Juszczyk will get the ball as well. It's just so many weapons. And they know how to overwhelm you in so many different ways. The only way that Seattle is getting through this one is you need to knock some motherfuckers out.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up. And I know that sounds terrible to say, but that's the truth. The way that Purdy is carving up teams right now as of lately. I can't remember his last fucking pick. It was 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago? If you're not able to create the turnovers, it's going to be tough. Seattle can create turnovers, and they can definitely bait Purdy into a turnover war. But the Bears bomb Niners deep. Shaheed should be doing that for Seattle, chance to win. Fair enough. What the hell is he doing?
He threw one against the Bears. Before that, it was 3 games.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going 49ers in that one. That's how
I was asking Grok.
Wow.
Wait.
Careful, it might start throwing out its anti-Semitic tropes.
No, it did not.
Let's get in best bets for the weekend.
This early? Okay.
I mean, unless you have anything else, I don't really have anything.
No, we're good.
Yeah.
I just need to pull it up. That's all.
I mean, I already threw out my pick for Thursday, Fiesta Bowl. I said I'm taking Ole Miss.
Yeah.
I'm taking Indiana since we'll be covering that Friday. Or I'll be live for that Friday.
Hey, since we have time, you just want to do a slate walk or no?
We can do a slate walk. We could do a quick slate walk.
Yeah, go.
We already picked our Saturday games.
Yep.
Indy, Houston. Who do you have?
Oh, I got Houston. I got Houston running away with this.
The line is set at 10 points. You say, "Ayo, the Diggs bros, bro."
Oh my god.
That whole situation, that whole family, that whole just them dude, they have so many lawsuits, and like the lawsuits happen so often back to back to back. Like at a certain point, if you're getting sued that much,
not even that, you're screwing up if Jerry Jones cut your ass.
Bro. All right, hear me out. The whole irony of that is that the Packers then turn around and grab him.
Well, we know why he went there. We know why.
Hey, bro. Just and then oh gosh, like that's gonna suck if like the Packers
make a run.
Yeah. Oh, the Packers are so petty. Yeah, the Trayvon Diggs situation was weird.
Well, it's because he lied.
Jerry, the grown man. Like,
no, you can't lie about an injury like that.
Well, I didn't even know like the full story. Like I saw it on Football Forever when I was scrolling, but I was just like, he's gonna find a new team, a new home. It's not gonna matter. It's not gonna.
He got injured at home and then went to practice and then said he got injured at practice.
Practice. Oh, okay. Yeah. You can't do that. That's like if I get injured.
He dropped the TV on his head trying to hang.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that part. Yeah. It was like something like doing like mounting a fucking TV.
And then he dropped the TV, got a concussion, and then said the concussion happened in practice.
All right, hear me out. Because actually, yeah. If I'm Trayvon Diggs, I'm doing that shit on purpose
to get out,
to get the fuck out. Like straight up. If I'm Diggs, I'm doing it. The problem
that I have with it, like I understand what you're saying, but the irony of it, take the Packers out of it. The irony of it was the news that it came out was like the same day of the new Stephon Diggs news.
Yeah, so I thought she was like, yeah. Because so the Stephon Diggs thing with the whole like I guess she was like a chef and
but it's just funny that it all came out at the same time.
Here's the Stephon Diggs situation is eerily similar to one of AB's first situations.
Yeah,
where it's you're rendering services, or for services rendered that are unpaid. Like remember, AB, he had a gym built, he had a personal chef, he had someone that was like detailing his cars as well, and like all these people that he was hiring, and none of them were getting paid for the shit for like the services they were providing. Like the dude had, and the dude had like it was all the same like business lawsuits all back to back to back. Now, what makes the Stephon Diggs situation very interesting is that in his situation, in the text messages that he leaked, that does not sound like that chef services were the only services being rendered in this exchange. Get some head.
So it's a mix between A, B, and Deshaun?
I think that no. I think that they were. I think that this was. Let's remember that Stephon Diggs has a man whore history. Like, we'll just put it bluntly. The man cannot keep it in his pants.
Look who he's with.
Exactly. He already has 4 kids. He now has another one that's alleging. And then there's now this situation, which in the messages sounds like that there might have been sexual intercourse during that. So it's sounding like that Diggs is heading down towards something that could get really ugly
in the offseason.
Yep. So the Diggs brothers have had a hell of a week, and I'm just happy that you all have had a better week than them. Continuing the slate walk, I'm gonna take Houston. I'm not gonna take them on the spread though.
No.
10 points in week 18. Just
what do you think about 38.5? It's low as hell, but Riley Leonard's the quarterback or the quarterback.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Like, I love Jonathan Taylor, but this is not the week, JT.
Yeah. Like, I'm coming into week 18 with the expectation of like games are gonna suck because players are going to get pulled as soon as they get their incentives. As soon as they get their incentives, it's done. You know, like I hate week 18 personally.
Well, we'll get to that in a second. Keep going.
Yep. I also hate people that do week 18 championships. Your league does not count. That one does not count. I'm not.
I know it doesn't. It's a wholly different beast.
Yeah,
no, I know what you mean. Oh yeah.
Tennessee, Jacksonville. This one I will take the spread on.
I would be okay too, purely for the fact that the number 1 seed is in play.
I just feel like that Jacksonville's defense is just going to overwhelm them.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like what I'm saying is how you said there was the 2 biggest games, and then there was a few games that mattered. This is one of those few other games that matters because if Jacksonville wins, they get the number 1 seed outright. So they're going to be playing for something more than almost any other team that plays on Sunday.
Yep. Cleveland, Cincy, 7.5.
I'm taking Cincy purely because Cleveland sucks.
Give me Cleveland to cover.
Yeah, I get that.
Week 18, weird shit.
Yeah. I'll take the under. I'll take the under.
Yeah, under. Yeah, I like the under. Bengals have no defense. Like everyone gets off on them, so it's like that's why I'm like the Browns could possibly win that. Like
with who? Jerry Jeudy and frickin' Sampson.
They beat the Steelers.
Yeah, but they didn't score a lot of points.
They didn't have to. You just said that you took the under.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Like they don't have to. Like that's the thing.
No, but all I'm saying is, yes, the Bengals defense sucks, but that doesn't mean that Cleveland's going to go off. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. What up, Matt? What up, Rich Gang? Oh, this finish showing up when we're all the way at the end.
That's what I'm saying.
I'd like to report grape.
You show up on the slate walk with 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
I got graped. Okay, I got graped.
What's that mean?
Wow.
Graped?
No. They were fondling each other.
Oh, God.
I fell asleep and I woke up to grape.
Oh, gotcha. Never mind.
Hey, back
to my slate walk.
That's the best kind.
On my finger.
No.
What the fuck?
No Diddy.
Dallas, New York.
I'm taking Dallas.
Dallas, yeah. Dallas is easy. Green Bay, Minnesota.
I am taking Minnesota. Wait, Minnesota's 9.5-point favorite?
Minnesota is 9.5-point favorite.
Okay, I'm taking Green Bay to cover.
I am going to take Green Bay to cover as well. I understand that this is a backup game where backups are going to be in.
JJ McCarthy starting.
That's why I'm taking the Packers to cover.
That's why I'm taking the Packers to cover. I'm just saying the Packers can't go up or down. They're the 7th seed no matter what. So,
bro, Lee said, by the way, Alex Pereira and Tracy Cortez, first thing, woke up seeing New Year's, my heart saying, bro, she a UFC bot, bro. Like,
yeah, but she's also turning into a UFC homie hopper.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because she was with the Apollo Costa
and Ortega.
Yeah, and Ortega. Yeah.
So New Year's Eve of last year, she posted a picture of her and Ortega. The New Year's Eve before that, she posted a picture of her and not like announcing the relationship, but of Costa. Now on New Year's Eve, they announced this one.
Yep. Bro, hilarious. Bad news, I lost my championship by 0.60. In one league, good news, I got the first pick in Dynasty. Nice.
Oh, yeah, hold on. We need to make an announcement before we continue the slate walk. You're looking at the Rumboyz Staff League champion, baby. Yeah.
Congrats.
It was all Bijan, baby. It was all Bijan.
Yeah. It was all Bijan for a lot of fantasy.
It was all Bijan. I thought I lost it, then Bijan went off.
Taco, anything that you have for Minnesota Green Bay?
Nothing other than the comments that Justin Jefferson made that were very alarming. If you're a McCarthy guy, he seems to be very dissatisfied.
Is that what he said?
He's a wide receiver. Wide receivers are always dissatisfied.
Keyshawn Johnson.
Except Terrell Owens, because that's my quarterback.
Terrell Owens was always disappointed, even in that quarterback. That was one meeting that he defended that quarterback. That was one meeting ever that he defended that man. Every other time.
He wouldn't have said that if he was on the Giants.
Jeremiah Love is not, or for Dynasty, it's too early to say
running back, right?
Wow.
He is by far the number one running back in this class. By far.
You know, they said the same thing about Genty. He was by far the number one running back in last year's class.
Yes, but as a prospect, it also matters where you land. But as a prospect, as a prospect, Love is number one.
I will say, though, that Genty's outlook for next year does look a little better.
Well, it depends if Pete Carroll's even there, coach.
Exactly, yeah. And he said, no, it's the left guard, Taco. I'm dead. Saints, Falcons. Spread is at 3.5.
Purely to screw them over. Purely to screw a different team over. I'm going Falcons, baby.
I'm going Falcons as well because I think that's their mentality.
I think that's their mentality.
Yeah,
they're going to screw Tampa over.
That's the way that they've been playing. Is we're here to just watch the party die.
And I also think that's why they moved the Tampa Carolina game to Saturday, is so Tampa can't sit players if they have to play up.
Yep.
I think that when you look at the Falcons right now, they're on a little bit of a hot streak. I think Raheem Morris knows that his job is probably on the line. So I'm definitely going Falcons here. Although I have to say that if Tyler Shuck wants to win Rookie of the Year, this is a big game for the Saints and for him, because I would say the conversations for him are starting to pick up, and that would be like a signature win.
They won't give him Rookie of the Year.
It's going to be interesting. Who the fuck gets it? It's no clear cut.
No, I mean it's not clear cut, but I'm letting you know that the league ain't gonna do that. Chargers, Broncos, 13.5.
Broncos win because the Chargers is sitting Herbert.
And Hampton.
I know.
Yeah. This game, I like the under in this at 37.5 with as many backups as this game is going to be laced with. Because Denver's probably going to pull their guys after like the first half. We'll be lucky to get 14 points, I feel like, in the first half of this.
Yep.
Like, and I mean that between like both of these teams.
Although, let's remember, backups, this is when they put their tape out. So a lot of guys are playing for something. So that's another thing to put out there.
All I'm going to say is I'll explain in a minute why, but I am just glad this game's at 125.
Why?
You'll hear when we pick another game.
Okay. Miami versus the Patriots.
Steamroll.
I feel like I want to be like Miami's gonna cover, like just because like the Patriots don't have to do anything.
Okay, here we go. This is why. This is the game that I'm happy is at 125 with Denver. Taco won't understand all this talk, but you will, because me and you have talked about it offline. I think at first, Miami will keep it close at first, just like they've been playing decent ball, and I think they might have saved Jackass's job, and that pisses me off. But Drake May is going to throw for another 2 or 3 touchdowns. Then they'll slow it down because I have him in the league. I have Drake May in the league that I need him to go big, baby. Let's go.
Okay.
I got him in the league, Taco, that goes all the way through week 18.
But it's a point. It's a points only base.
It's not a championship. It's not.
Yeah.
I have to make it, and then we actually go through the entire. We go all the way through the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Torture.
Oh, it's amazing.
Jets, Bills. Jets.
Man. Well, we know Jets. It's going to be the Bills.
I mean Bills. I don't know why I said Jets.
Spread.
7.5. I have Bills 7.5.
Yeah,
easy.
Bills.
Yeah, Bills 7.5.
I was going to take them to cover, but I thought it was going to be like 10.
Nah, Bills 7.5 with Trubisky. Yeah.
It's going to be James Cook.
Yeah, James Cook, like the first like just half this.
And then Ty Johnson's not horrible, so
yeah, exactly. Ray will also be able to fuck them up too. So yeah. Taco, thoughts on that one?
I think the Bills are gonna steamroll those Jets. Jets at this point are like fucking dead in the water. I just don't see them having enough juice to beat the Bills. This is for seeding for the Bills, right? The Bills aren't set in their seed, or are they?
They're not set, but they can only go up like one spot.
Yeah, at best. Commanders, Eagles.
Definitely Eagles.
Well, here's the thing. I am taking the Eagles, but that game matters because if the Eagles win and the Bears lose, the Eagles get the 2. If Chicago wins, they get the 2. But if the Eagles win and Chicago loses, they flip-flop the 2 and 3. So It does matter.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Eagles comfortably on that one. Dijon cracks Nikki Bella now. Wow.
No, it's a heavy big rumor. Yep.
That's wild, yo. That is wild.
Well, I know she's a Eagles fan, but the other day when she came out on Monday Night Raw, she was wearing Eagles colors. Like all her gear was in Eagle green, Kelly green.
Yep. So yeah. Go ahead, Coop. Do you think Coop? Detroit versus Chicago Lions Bears.
Chi-Town needs it, baby. You're going Detroit for this. I know why you're going to go Detroit. I know the words you're going to use. Dan Campbell's going to bite some kneecaps. If he is going to spoil something, it would be this week.
The student has surpassed the master.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that matchup.
The student has surpassed the master. Give me Ben Johnson and the Bears.
But I also forgot about that wrinkle to it.
Yep. Give me Ben Johnson over, or give me Ben Johnson and the Bears over the Lions.
What do you think, Taco?
I think that the Lions right now on their last legs, they're gonna go hard, but I think this Bears defense is legit, and I think that Caleb Williams is really starting to find himself. So it's hard for me to bet against the Bears, especially when you saw that last performance that they had against the 49ers and some of these other games. It's like even if they're losing in the final possession. So I think Caleb Williams right now is too hot to bet against. And he's going for what? 4,000 passing yards, like the first time that the Bears have had someone.
God,
I think that actually,
such a crazy stat.
but you know what's funny? It seems like that reporter that was like, "Oh, you must not know what's going on." It might influence them, and they actually might play Caleb in a position to like throw more, which could fuck up the game plan because you know what happens. Let's try to force Caleb to get 300 passing yards. Next thing you know, you're throwing a bad game, and you know the Lions have a chance to win. So I think that game could be a little stickier than you would normally think.
Okay. I feel that. Cardinals, Rams.
Yeah, because he's at 3,730 currently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's very doable. So that's what makes it harder.
Yeah.
It's at 8.5. Rams favored.
Well, here's the thing, and I'm gonna go this way. I can't remember depending on which team, but my decision in this game really depends on what happens tomorrow night, because I know there's a way that if a certain team, I can't remember how, if a certain team wins tomorrow night, they're locked into the 6th seed and can't move up or down. So if that, I think it was the Niners. So if that's to happen, then I'm taking Arizona to cover. If they still have to play for the 5-6, I'm taking them to cover because they need to go and win.
Yeah. I think if I'm the Rams, I'm utilizing this as a rest game. Give me the Cardinals to cover.
Yeah.
That is obviously dependent on how things shake up with the
and I will also say, even though you guys are out of the playoffs, McBride, please get me a touchdown. Please.
KC versus the Raiders. I'm taking Kansas City. I'm taking Kansas City by the 5.5.
Taco, you go first.
You know what? I'm gonna let my heart lead my head on this one. Fucking Raiders. They're gonna win this game. Just because they sat Geno Smith and they're sitting every other player on this team, they're going to find some way to fuck this shit up and win. That's what I'm praying for. That's what I'm fucking praying for.
No, I'll be 100% honest. That's where I want to happen because we can't move up or down and like our schedule can't change with the seeding. I want them to beat us for one reason. So it really screws them over.
Yeah.
So they don't get the don't get the number 1 pick. And then the Raiders do Raider shit.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing.
Yeah.
You know who else wants them to win this game?
Who?
Max Crosby wants to give them the triple bird.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I think they've definitely set up Max Crosby to the fucking Cowboys this year in the offseason, like so fucking heavily.
You're asking Jerry to be competent. You're asking both. You're asking the Jones family and the Davis family to both be competent in the same breath.
Here's my thought with that. Do I think he's a Raider next year? Absolutely not. But I would also bet that exact same amount of money that he's not a Cowboy. I think he's going to go somewhere else. And one team that I think he could end up on, me and Robbie have talked about this in the past. I know we did on air. Okay, I'm going to ask Taco, so you don't answer the question first. Taco, do you know where Max Crosby went to college?
I don't even have a fucking clue.
He went to Michigan. What's the pro team in Michigan?
Detroit.
What would be great on the other side of Aiden Hutchinson?
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
I could just see if they could pull it off. Like that is a Max Crosby move to go
I'll
back.
be honest. If I am the Lions, I don't think I'm one move away where I can just go off and get Max Crosby and think that I'm gonna be like a actual legit contender.
Oh, if I'm the Lions, I'd so do that shit in a heartbeat.
I would still do it.
Hey, here's two first. Here's two first. Go have a fucking field day.
Yeah.
Like,
But that's the thing is, though, I don't think the Raiders can get to first for Crosby because
he's too
not
old.
Not even that. Not even because of the player, but because of the situation. They put themselves in such a shit situation that they're almost giving him the card deck and letting him play the cards.
wait, he has
the other question that we have here is when looking at that footage, we can't call tanking. Like there's no investigation that can happen. The man looks fucking healthy when he's shooting those threes. Why is he all of a sudden on the fucking bench?
The reason the injury is legit. He even said he has to get his knee cleaned up, but it could have waited.
Yeah, he's been dealing with that.
Yeah,
he's trying to get them on the charges though. My man out here trying to be like, hey, yo, NFL, look at me, come holla at us. Like you piss test people when they perform well. Can we get an audit over here? Can we get an audit?
He's been had that injury popping up. Yeah, fucking cost me a damn IDP championship. Ravens, Steelers, final game of the slate. Walking, and we'll get out of here.
Well, here's the big one. Before any of us go on this one, this is the other game that matters. This is honestly, besides us picking a game, this is us picking a winner of the division.
Yep. I'm gonna go Ravens.
Oh, I'm definitely going Steelers. I do not have any trust in Lamar Jackson this season. I think this is Aaron Rodgers last year, and it's only fitting that he ends it losing in the playoffs.
Hold on, I need to see one thing before I give my pick.
Lamar has been so bad. I just can't put any faith in Lamar at this point. Like, there's something wrong with him, I feel like.
Okay. So what I was going to say can't happen no matter what. So I was going to say if they were 500 or one game below right there, I was going to say Steelers because they can't finish under 500. It's a Mike Tomlin rule. But they're currently 9-7. So they can lose and still finish over 500. That being said, Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. I don't know. I
don't think either team is going very far the way they're playing right now.
I don't think either team is going very far. Baltimore has all the same problems that they've had their last couple of years and still did nothing to fix it. From the wide receiver situation. And then on top of that, with the Steelers side of things, there's still just pieces like it's just it doesn't excite me. It doesn't excite me. The only thing that excites me about that team is Gainwell and Warren.
Well, yeah.
And the fact they can deploy 13 personnel any given time that they want to.
Well, let me ask you both this question. Can Pittsburgh, I know it'll be a home game, but can Pittsburgh or Houston, can Pittsburgh or Baltimore, in your opinion, beat Houston?
Yeah,
because Houston's D is legit. Can either team beat Houston?
Yes. Yes.
Which one?
Which one? Can beat Houston.
Do you think both, or do you think only one of them?
No, I don't think Houston. I like Houston. I think that they're going to be a dynamic team in this playoffs because of that defense and defense travels. But I also think that offense can be suspect. And on any given Sunday, I could see them being one of the teams that can get picked off. So I think that it's more
right now. Well, because right now that's who they're playing.
Yeah, I think you could easily see the Steelers.
Happy New Year's, Zach. Yeah, for me, no, just the way that Houston is playing right now, they're playing fucking lights out. It's going to be tough for any team to walk.
Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter right now are absolutely unstoppable.
I mean, Hunter hurt, but
not.
Yeah. Darnell and DeKalen, not trusting that, sadly. Yeah. So yeah, it'll It'll be interesting to see how that plays out Sunday night. But regardless of whoever makes it to the next round, neither one's getting past Houston. Other than that, final takes, final thoughts. Taco, we'll let you go first since you were late.
The Raiders are some motherfuckers. I hope the Giants lose this game, and I hope the Raiders somehow fucking get their just desserts and win.
No, before you go any further, this has nothing to do with him and wanting the Raiders. He doesn't care about the Raiders playing people. He's just mad that the Raiders are going to ruin the Giants' #1 pick. That's all that matters.
They did. They totally did. Like, if it would have been a fair fight and we just won, okay then. But they were fucking pulling their punches from like the beginning.
Taco, for what you guys are going to be needing, you won't want to be the #1.
You don't want to be getting Mendoza.
No, but we could have got the haul. We could have told the Jets, "Hey guys, redheaded stepchild, come take this package."
You can still do that for Dante Moore.
Exactly. Yeah,
it's not the same. It's not the same. You know, going down one.
It might be. I'd rather have Dante Moore than Fernando Mendoza.
I know, but you know that trading the first pick and the second pick has a big difference as far as like the.
But what's your take grade on Mendoza so far?
I mean, I've seen a lot of interesting things about Mendoza. A lot of people are high on him. A lot of people think he could be a bust. When you look at his numbers, I love that they compared his numbers to the year Burrow won the Heisman Trophy, and it makes you sit back and you just say, "What was Burrow that special, or is just this guy not that great?"
Yes, this quarterback class was not amazing. Is not amazing. This quarterback class.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is it that
great.
They're not that great, or Burrow was that fucking legit in college?
A combination.
Yeah, it's both. It's two things can be true at once.
It's both of them. That's a problem.
Yeah. Other than that, Mike, final takes, final words, final thoughts.
Happy New Year's weekend. Watch the rest of the football season, even though some of the games are going to be shitty. Yes, and Fiesta Bowl and the other bowl are Thursday, Friday.
Yep.
Other than that, party on, party people.
Hell yeah. We are not streaming Sunday week 18 because we will be streaming college football Thursday, college football Friday.
Jesus.
What? The Friday show is in the middle of the playoff. Of course.
Oh, you know, I forgot. Yeah, right now is playoff.
Yeah. Time. And then we'll be getting ready for the NFL wildcard weekend. So I'm taking this weekend because I don't want to do all the play-by streaming, rest up and be charged up for next weekend because next weekend, it's going to be super busy. The whole month of January is going to be an insane streaming schedule.
Friday is Indiana and Oregon. Thursday,
Ole Miss. That's my stance on this playoffs.
Thursday is anyone but Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Why?
Because fucking Lane Kiffin getting paid to sit on the sideline.
But no, LSU was paying them, not Ole Miss.
Yeah,
I understand all of that.
That's not his fault.
It just rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, but the problem, if Ole Miss was paying them, then I would agree.
And then all the coaches are supposed to leave this week, right? So who the fuck's coaching the team? Isn't there 6 assistants are supposed to come to LSU?
Their assistant coach, they hired his defensive coordinator as the head coach permanently, not as an interim.
Yeah.
But how many of the assistant coaches are going to leave for the next game?
They won't. It's going to because it's going to be the college. It's going to be the final. It'll be the final.
They said they said the assistant coaches are going to stay.
Yeah, that's where Lane Kiffin fucked up. That's why like there was that whole big thing of like you left, you're not taking anyone with you. Ole Miss like you feel like you got the okie doke, but really Ole Miss kept a lot of the fucking cards to maintain a longer run. There's no saying that Lane goes to LSU and he does at LSU what he did at Ole Miss. This could very well backfire.
Well, I understand there's other reasons behind it. And Taco will have no idea what I'm talking about. And this is not bashing you on your college. This is just legit.
I don't do college. Yeah.
No. But there is something telling you when one of the first players from LSU to put his name in the transfer portal after he gets announced is his girlfriend's or his daughter's boyfriend.
Yep.
Yeah.
One of the very first people to put his name in the portal was Lane Kiffin's daughter's boyfriend.
Yeah. But then again, Lane Kiffin doesn't seem like a great guy, so why would I want to go stay
But that's
there?
what I'm saying. But that's my point. Why, like, if you're saying that you don't want to play for my girlfriend's dad, then I wouldn't like. What's that tell you? What's that tell everybody else?
That must be a real awkward locker room, right? Like
it's shit's gonna get real interesting down there in the bayou, like for real.
They should have just hired Ed. They should have just rehired Ed.
They should have. I agree with that. Other than that, yeah. Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rum boys and girls. What it do? Dilly. We are out of here. I will see you guys next week.
River DJ.